Life can be difficult if you are a one-horned rhinoceros in Kaziranga National Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site and an important Indian tiger reserve. Apart from keeping yourself safe from poachers, you also have to survive the annual flood that hits Kaziranga, which lies on the active floodplain of the river Brahmaputra. To escape the floodwaters, you might want to move towards the hills, but they might be riddled with mines or a maze of concrete buildings. The other way, a wildlife corridor, might have saved you, but even that is hardly an option anymore. A highway runs along its length. Whether or not you can empathize with Kaziranga's one-horned rhinos, the fact remains that many animals, including rhinos, die there each year due to the combination of factors that include the annual flooding, increased human activity, and poaching. The Constitution of India requires the state to act as a trustee of the country's forests and wildlife, while also protecting its citizens from conflicts with animals. In recognition of this duty, the Supreme Court has passed several orders to protect the wildlife corridors between Kaziranga National Park and its adjoining areas. A vigilant activist, proactive officers from the state government of Assam and the National Tiger Conservation Authority are trying their best to enforce these orders and protect the wilderness and inhabitants of the Kaziranga landscape. Let's take a look at how their efforts are bearing fruit.
When you speak about the memories of काजीरंगा, it is very sweet. बचपन में हम हमेशा जैकल की हाउलिंग सुनते थे ड्यूरिंग विंटर्स इवनिंग होने के साथ साथ. हमारे बैकयार्ड में वी हैव सीन एलिफेंट्स, वी हैव हर्ड द ट्रम्पेट ऑफ एलिफेंट्स. हमारे गांव के पीछे एक रिवर चैनल हुआ करता था. वी यूज्ड टू प्ले एंड वी यूज्ड टू हैव फन. बट धीरे धीरे काजीरंगा की ब्यूटी खत्म होती जा रही है. सब कुछ सही चल रहा था, एवरीथिंग वाज फाइन. बट प्रकृति का विनाश किया किसने? काजीरंगा का विनाश किया किसने? कौन इसका जिम्मेदार है? हम खुद. Kaziranga, by virtue of its location in the floodplains of river Brahmaputra, experiences flood annually, and floods are very important to maintain the ecological function of Kaziranga. Without floods, probably Kaziranga may not survive.
बाहर आने के टाइम में तो हमारा जो काजीरंगा है उसमें से जीव जंतु निकाल के आता है इधर. तो ऐसे एक दिन सुबह में 7 बजे करीब हमने दुकान खोल के बैठा था, तो थोड़ा बाद में पीछे से हल्ला हो रहा था जो ऐसे बाघ निकला. जब घूम के देखा है तब लाए वो दुकान की तरफ ही घुसने लगा. तो जाके हमारे दुकान के अंदर में चला गया. जा कर के वो एक बिस्तरा है उस पर जाके उठ गया.
The Kaziranga landscape is a vast one. It includes the watershed areas of adjoining Karbi Anglong Hills, the mighty river Brahmaputra, and other important rivers like Dhansri and Diflu. During the floods, the wild animals of Kaziranga tend to move towards the higher grounds available in the foothills of Karbi Anglong. There is NH 37 that runs along the southern side of Kaziranga, and several dhabas, resorts, petrol pumps and dwelling houses have come up in the recent years. With so-called development happening at the rapid pace, the wildlife of Kaziranga has hardly any access to the foothills.
There are 9 animal corridors out of 44 kilometer stretch from east to west of the main landmass area. So in this 9 corridor, there are problems mainly in 3 corridors like Aldibari, Bagori and Harumati. In other corridor area, we don't have much problems. In these 3 corridors, there are a lot of establishments in the name of truck terminals, hotels, dabas, private properties, lengthy boundary walls. So now with the support of the Honorable Supreme Court order says that there should not be any constructions in the revenue area if it is the area falls under the corridor category.
मेरा नाम मोहम्मद जिलू शेख है। ये ढाबा बना रहा है। मैं मेसन का काम कर रहा हूँ। 1-2 महीने से काम हो रहा है। ये आपको गेंडा भी आती है, हाथी भी आता है, और ये आपको कॉरिडोर है, आमगुरी कॉरिडोर है। मेरा सुप्रीम कोर्ट का कोई पता नहीं है, ऑर्डर का कुछ मालूम नहीं है।
The Honorable Supreme Court has delivered several landmark judgments for conserving Kaziranga landscape. But the problem lies in executing those judgments. It is very important to create awareness in people and bureaucracy about the court cases.
Corridors are not used for ecologically unsustainable purposes. So that mandate has been given to the NTCA. And accordingly, when we received some complaint regarding the unsustainable land use practices being adopted in this particular landscape, Karbi Anglong, which is a notified corridor, this is one of the very important 32 corridors we have already identified. So we sent our regional officer, Regional Inspector General of Forest, to go and inquire into the matters. Once the report came to us, we asked the Chief Wildlife Warden to stop all these already unsustainable practices immediately, and then all other things followed.
Wildlife dispersing towards Deupara forest has to face artificial obstruction in the form of wall created inside the forest by Numaligarh Refinery Limited. So when I noticed all these violations done by Numaligarh Refinery Limited and the negative impact on the wildlife of this area, I approached National Green Tribunal. National Green Tribunal was pleased to pass an order demolishing this entire wall of approximately around 2 kilometers and to restore the area and give it back to the Forest Department for wildlife. Numaligarh Refinery Limited demolished approximately around 200 meters of the wall and was reluctant to demolish the entire wall as ordered by the National Green Tribunal. However, it is seen that Numaligarh Refinery Limited is yet to demolish the under constructed pillars of the buildings and to completely remove with razor blade wire fencing from the remaining portion of the wall, which is still detrimental to the elephants and the other wildlife in the area. They even approached the Honorable Supreme Court of India. However, the Honorable Supreme Court of India dismissed the appeal of Numaligarh Refinery Limited and upheld the judgment of the National Green Tribunal.
All the 9 corridors are connected between the Karbi Anglong and Kaziranga through this mined area only. So wherever there is a mining activity, the animal cannot move freely. And then there are a lot of man-animal conflict in the revenue areas. So by lifting of cattle or killing of human beings or killing of animals by human beings, the conflict used to be there. So there are a lot of agriculture activities that are going on in the downstream area because of the mining in the upstreams. Now that stream is already flow is already stopped. So such type of impact might be there in other stream also. We have to do the proper studies, and we are also going to involve the Assam Pollution Control Board to do the water testing of all the channels properly. Because we know that whenever there is a mining, that the chemical content will get changed. Such high chemical concentrated water, if the animal is going to drink, then definitely there will be harmful effect on the animal health too.
Being as an activist, the only option which I have that I could approach the highest court of the nation. And highest court of the nation has helped this landscape by giving this order. CEC played a critical role in protecting this landscape. I approached CEC in March 2018, highlighting the rampant mining in this area. And I was very happy to know that CEC responded to my complaint and visited Kaziranga for the inspection of the sites within 15 days. And after CEC found rampant mining itself, it followed by a report filed by CEC before Honorable Supreme Court of India in March 2019, and then Honorable Supreme Court of India banned mining activities in this landscape on 12th April 2019. So we are in the Harpek Pahad in the Silimkhwa village. So this area was very drastically mined earlier. The hill started from that location and a larger part of this hill has been mined. But the best part is that after the Supreme Court ban, within 6 months in one monsoon, this area is getting restored. This area will not reach up to the glory which it had earlier, but I believe within 2 years, if mining is not done, this area is going to be restored properly and it will reach its first stage. हमें एक लाइन ड्रॉ करनी पड़ेगी जहाँ पे हमें ये देखना पड़ेगा कि एनिमल्स का एरिया कौन सा है और ह्यूमंस का एरिया कौन सा है.
Conservation versus development is a major points or topic for discussion mainly in case of Kaziranga.
हम अपने स्वार्थ के कारण हम एनिमल्स के एरिया को एनक्रोच नहीं कर सकते या उनकी लाइफ को या उनकी फ्यूचर को हम डार्कनेस की तरफ नहीं धकेल सकते.